لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما رب هب لي من لدنك ذرية طيبة إنك سميع الدعاء رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا واجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Last week we studied this Muslim creed. Everything looks fine. Of course, we have to concentrate on, we have to study. Of course, the human beings need training. But although we are much more capable of doing a lot of things compared to animals, but animals don't need training. Yeah, the cows know how to act. Cows know how to give birth and take care of her calf, and where to find his food, her food, which food is good for her, which is not good. They all know from their creation. But human beings have to learn. So we have to accept that whatever you want to do, even you want to become a very, vendor, a cart, running or doing a cart job here, selling food, you have to train. The simplest thing. So when it comes to belief or religion, again, we have to train. We have to learn. It takes time. Yes, we have to accept it takes time, but we have to be consistent. Yeah. So Muslim creed also needs to be studied. Of course, we have to go through the details of each section, but it is not our subject. As far as our subject is concerned, divine determining is concerned, the most problematic side of this Muslim creed is what is bad, what is good, and what is bad are all from God. That is the problem people are struggling with. And rightly so, it sounds problematic. And if you don't really see what it really means, it is a problem. What is good and what is bad, all from God, or what on earth I'm doing here then? Yeah, good is from Him, bad is from Him. So, what am I doing here? Why am I giving the free will? What am I choosing? My choice has no effect. Everything is from Him. This is a very legitimate question. And most of the people either fall into despair or fall into laziness. Despair, they say, I cannot do anything. Everything is in the hands of God. I cannot do, whatever I do is worthless. Right? So they say, I cannot change my future at all. That is despair. And the other side, or the other side of the flip side, whatever you call it, is, flip side, do you call it? The flip side is laziness. Yeah? Everything is from God. Since God decides about good, since God decides about bad, why should I bother? So, especially among the lazy husbands, when the wife says, look, this house is horrible, you have to do something, we have to repair it. Oh, we cannot change our destination. That's all from God. So get a job. Rizq, nourishment or sustain. What is that? Sustenance is from God. He decides. So he gives whomever he likes. He doesn't take it away whomever he likes. So why bother? Laziness, an excuse. So we say, no, don't misunderstand this. What is good and what is bad are from God, this verse, and there are many verses, but I have selected only, these are two verses following each other, and another verse, just to show that, of course God creates, but what God creates depends on us. This is an interesting verse now. Let's read it. I want to read it.
فأما من أعطى واتقى صدق بالحسنى فسنيسره لليسرى وأما من بخل واستغنى وكذب بالحسنى فسنيسره للعسرى.
So, let's read the translation in total. Translation, come this way. Needs to be, yeah, Mike. Okay.
As for him who conscious of God and testifies to that we will facilitate for him in the end, and for him who is niggardly and thinks himself sufficient and gives the lie to the best, we will facilitate for him the difficult end.
So, who is deciding the result? What is this verse says, and we will apply it to our life now. If I give, and if I am conscious of God, and if I testify to the best, if I do this, if I testify to the best, the result will be created by God. When you testify to the good, you feel that, as the verse says here, you feel that you are facilitated the easy end. To the good, or yeah. Whatever you see in the creation, in reality, good for you. Good for in order to accomplish the purpose in your life. So if you really confirm it, if you are aware of it, and don't reject the reality, so you have to see the good, then as soon as a result of your choice, happiness is given to you. But we have to understand that good is in the creation. Do you see the good in the creation? Do you see that our existence belongs to somebody else? We are dependent. In our existence, we always refer to continuous change in the existence. There is no static moment. What does it mean? I am not in control. I am not in control. Somebody else. Who is changing me? Who is changing us? Who is changing us? Whoever is changing the universe is changing me. So any part of the universe cannot have any effect on me. Because everything in the universe is dependent as I am. Because everything in the universe is subject to change. No one can escape this reality. So let's see that everything is created by the one who created the universe, and whatever happens to me is within his decision. I have to see that whether the existence of the universe is good or bad. Are you happy with your existence? I'm asking the question, no answer. Are you happy with your existence? Are you happy that the universe exists? You want the best of the universe, don't you? So that is what you are created for. No answer. That's what the universe exists, because we are conscious beings. We are aware of our existence and the existence of other things as well. We are all aware of it. So I have to acknowledge that something is going on in this universe, and this whatever is happening in the universe is for the purpose of the existence of the whole universe. So if there is a tree here, it is for the purpose of the existence of the universe. The tree cannot happen to be here by accident, because we see no accident in the universe. Everything is subject to change, but there is no accident in change. Always within order. Everything. So I understand that whoever is creating this universe is making everything within order as he wills, and as conscious beings, he'll set us free to have an attitude towards it, because we are conscious beings, we are free, we have free will. So whether decide that these things are happening in the universe is good or bad. So do we love existence? Do we like existence? Are we aware of it? That we exist? Yeah, are we? So we really exist? So our existence depends on the one who created the universe, who gave existence to the universe. And whatever he does, whatever he creates it for conscious beings, human beings. Am I being mysterious? Yeah?
I mean, so basically, you're saying, I mean, what I'm gathering from this is like it's perception, right? It's your perception. How you perceive your life is how it's going to be. So
Yeah. But in summary, the nutshell is this. However you perceive your life, it is going to be to you. It means you will be treated accordingly. That way of creation is from God. That sense that you experience is from your Creator. So, carry on. I was excited with the summary of it. It was a beautiful summary. Yeah?
yeah, I mean, I think, I was just going to say, I mean, from what the translation that I'm looking at, it just seems as if it's just basically how you view the world around you, that if you view it in some sort of positive way, even when you're going through trial, it's going to be a little easier for you. And if you see it in a more pessimistic way, it's naturally just going to be harder.
So the result is created, beautiful. Result is created. You feel the hardship, or it is difficulty in your life. They translate this difficult hardship. If you feel the hardship, this feeling is created for you by the Creator of the universe and you, right? So why you feel hardship, or why you feel easiness in your life? What the reason is, you said, your own perception of the creation. So But is there any way that we can perceive the creation in the negative way? The creation.
I have a question. So I guess, well, maybe not. The answer to your question, maybe not, but I get confused when, like, for example, like, if someone like stabs my hand, it's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is pain. And
Okay.
This is bad.
Yeah.
There's just some things, like scenarios where I see like you cannot
Okay.
perceive it in a good way because they're
So
painful.
that is what we are going to argue. When somebody hit your hand and you feel pain, yeah? What, then you are not happy with the pain. I'm not happy with the pain either, right? So what is bad here? To feel, it will come to you. To feel bad or hitting the hand is bad. Which is bad? Which one is bad? Yeah, if they hit you and you didn't feel the hurt, yeah, pain, and it is exactly the same. What are we doing here? The man is hitting you, the other one is giving you a rose. The same. So our free will have no effect. So we are called to be careful in the way that we use our free will because of the experience of the result. So result is created to help us whether we have done something right or we have done something wrong. So God says, I am creating it, not can. I am creating it, that's for sure. I am making you feel happy or unhappy, sad, with the result, but this is created because of your own choice. You got it? Now your turn. The sister wanted to ask and then.
No, you answered it already.
Okay.
Yeah, I have a question about that because isn't it true, when you experience pain, any kind, whether it's emotional or mental, that it's part of the process to go through that pain, and then to say that I should not have the pain is almost denying oneself experience of, the growth that comes from it. Do you understand? So I feel, I don't know, I feel there's a bit of, maybe I'm not understanding what you're explaining. I feel that it's almost saying that what God is asking us is to deny, and that sometimes people do that, and that's sometimes even more hurtful than to actually experience the sadness or experience the grief and then move from there. So
I agree with you, and I was trying to say that your choice is rewarded or punished according to your choice. No, so we have to be aware that it is my choice. Although the result is created by the Creator, but it is my choice. And this verse clearly is saying that if you perceive the universe and existence, if you have a negative attitude towards the existence, which is contrary to the reality of the existence is beautiful. Although we may go through difficulties and some conditions that we don't like, whatever, this is good for you. You have to see the beauty in it, but if you deny it, you will suffer for it because of your denial, because you didn't see the beauty in the creation. Because we love the creation, don't we see that if you look at the universe, everything is perfectly done. There are only two alternatives. Either the one who created the universe is doing a good job, or he creates the universe and tortures me. It means he's crazy. He created me and tortures me. But we have to realize that the purpose in the creation of this universe is not to be always in the position that I like to be as far as the external factors are created. But I can be as I like as far as my perception of the creation is concerned. We have to make sure that whether we are happy with the creation or not. Creation. It means whether we are happy with existence or not. Are we happy that the universe should exist or is existing? Are we happy that the universe is existing? Are you happy that you exist? You don't want to lose your existence? You are happy with it. Right? If the existence is good, the existence of everything must be good. So I have to interpret them. I have to see them. What is happening to me? But the purpose of existence is not limited to this world. We are here. We are brought here by whom? Let's say we don't know X. Okay? I am brought here as a baby by X. Are you happy with your existence? Are you happy with your existence? Do you exist?
Sometimes, but I don't know.
No, not sometimes. No, not according to events. Are you happy that you exist? Yeah? Do you want to lose your existence? No. So the one who brought you is the one who is taking away from you. No, I made a mistake. He is the one who is taking away you from this world. Do you understand? Still not clear. He is the one who is the same one who is taking you away from this world. It's giving you death. Giving you death. Isn't that reality? Isn't that reality? Yeah? Anybody is doubtful about it? So do you think the one who gave you existence, who created you as a human being, with the sense loves his existence and is making you subject to change, and a continuous change, never stopping change, and making you realize that you are not independent in this world. And at the end, continuously reminding you, you are dependent, you are dependent, you are dependent. Dependent on the one who gave you existence. If you are happy with your existence, then you have to think that you have to understand that the same one is making you subject to continuous change. Making you subject to continuous change. What does it mean? Making you realize that you are not dependent. So you are not independent. Sorry, I'm confusing. I don't know what's happening. My mind. You are not independent. It is only the one who gave you existence. So if you remember death, you will remember what? The birth. Right? So the one who is giving me death is the one who gave me birth. Do you think he means something really bad to me? He wants to harm me? The one who gave me existence, who created me in this world? Do you think the creator of this universe and your creator is crazy? Do you see any single cell in your body, in your mind, or in your abilities, human abilities, which is a sign of craziness? One cell in your body, this is physical, it's very easy to see. One cell is pointless, meaningless. So the creator is not crazy. So as sister pointed out, why do I perceive some events and label it as a bad event? Why do I perceive it as bad event? Why don't I really think about it more seriously? Definitely the one who created me with the ability to dislike this event, because I don't like pain, is creating this event. Why don't we see it more seriously? What does he mean? Why don't we try to understand that it is good for me? Don't you think that the worst thing can happen to me is death? Right? The worst scenario is death. So, don't you see the beauty in death? Who doesn't see beauty in death? Or who sees beauty in death? In the existence of death, not I'm going to die. In the existence of death. Do you see? Yeah.
Death is
Speak
not,
up.
death for me is not a problem. Accepting death. I think it's just a transition. But I think for me, the death of my, if you will, my consciousness, or the like apostasy for me, like is the most fearful thing. Death
Sorry?
is not. I don't fear death. I fear like not believing in Allah. I don't know if that makes sense, but death is. You just mentioned death and fear. I don't fear death.
Yeah.
It's like for me, I fear apostasy. Like I fear not believing in my creator.
Okay. That means you believe in Creator. But if you fear not believing in Creator, that is a sign that you believe in Creator. Why bother? Why do you put yourself in trouble? Don't live in a fantasy world. If you are afraid of hell, that's the reality. You are afraid of the punishment. You don't want it. Do you think God will punish you because you are afraid of hell? No. If you are not afraid of hell, then think of it seriously. It's a problem. So as long as you are afraid of this punishment, that if I do something wrong, I will be punished. It means mostly intellectually. If I have a negative attitude towards creation, if I criticize God as if I know better than Him, better than the one who created the universe, right? And that is bad. But if you have the fear of making this mistake, it means you are in a constant state of asking for forgiveness. But it's a beautiful thing. Congratulate yourself. Yeah? Okay. Anybody else? You wanted to something? So, okay. We understand that whatever is created in this world is in fact beautiful, good, but my perception of the creation may be bad. When I have a bad attitude towards the creation, the negative feeling is automatically created. And he says, I am creating this feeling. Now, that is what he says, finished. But what we understand, why is he creating automatically if I have a negative attitude, negative perception about the creation, then I will feel terrible. It is beautiful. It is a good sign that you are doing something wrong. That is the blessing from the Creator. It is a compassion from the Creator, letting you know that you are doing something wrong. Can you imagine? You have a negative attitude towards the creation. You claim that something is wrong in the creation. Yeah. This manager or maintainer of the universe, the creator of the universe, doesn't know exactly what to do, so I know better than him. Why doesn't he employ me as his consultant or something? So when you have this attitude, you don't really, or we don't really think of our responsibility to see the wisdom in the creation of this event. What we do, we impose our own egoistic expectations on the creator of the universe. Do you follow? And God says, you are really transgressing your limits by creating the pain in negative perception. So have the positive perception, you will know that you will be rewarded with easy end. That is God's creation. This system has been established by the creator of the universe. That's why God says, everything is from me. Everything is from me. You're feeling unhappy when you misinterpret the creation, or when you have a negative perception of the creation. Your feeling of unhappy, being unhappy, is created by God. And there is a purpose in it, telling us that we are doing something wrong. Do you remember? I really love this conclusion. I keep saying this. Believe in God is in reality not contradicting yourself. Do you understand the importance of it? If you don't contradict yourself, you will find yourself as the perfect believer in God. It means relating yourself to the Creator directly. Believing God is not contradicting your reality. So think about it. If you do something, if you interpret about an event, you know, there's something wrong with this. How can they do to me like this? Why does God allow these people to do wrong things? It means, what are you doing? You are criticizing, really, rather than taking notice of the creation. It means making sense of it. It means trying to see the wisdom in the existence of it. You are criticizing the God. And in your criticism, you are being very absent-minded about the reality of your existence. The reality of our existence in this world is what? Reality of our existence in this world is to get to know. Sorry? What did you say? So you said something, I missed it.
We're gonna die soon.
Oh yeah, no, we are, no. Death is, no. I don't mean that. No, the reality of my existence in this world is not death. I am here to remember, to realize that I am created. I am a dependent being. My existence depends on the one who created the universe. So use everything, every quality I have been given in order to know him. If you use your ability, which are given to you, not to know him, you will definitely topple down. You will definitely fall. If you use your feelings not to know the creator, you will use it to know yourself for your own benefit. So you will forget about the purpose in its creation. The purpose in its creation is to know the creator. For example, most of the people say, I'm going to help for example, elderly people. Okay? If you don't use this sense in order to know your creator, what you will do, you will take care of the elderly people. You say that, why are they suffering? I am being kind to them. I am being compassionate to them. But the creator God is doing nothing, giving them sufferings. You see the mistake there? So you are the good guy, God is the bad guy. You understand that? Why? Because you are doing it on your name, not use this sense in order to understand and realize that this sense of compassion is given to you to know that the one who gave you this sense is the compassionate one. The compassionate one. He gave you this sense. So you will be happy. As you take care of the elderly, you will say, my God, my creator of this sense is revealing to me that he takes care of the needy ones. Now, why doesn't he get this? Doesn't he take care of this elderly? He's employing you to take care of the elderly. What do you think you are helping? God is helping by employing you, by giving you this sense. God is helping them. Do you understand? So we have to be more and more thankful, appreciative to our Creator as we do it. If you attribute it to yourself, you are a good guy. You are contradicting the Creator's purpose. You are misusing the trust given to you. The trust, the sense is given to you. It belongs to your Creator. You say it belongs to me. You see the trick? So you've got to be very careful. If something is going on wrong in the world, there are lots of things going on wrong. If you listen to the media, everything is wrong. Nothing is right. So if something is going wrong in the world, you oppose it, rightly so. But while you're opposing it, what are we expected to do? So what are we expected to do? To use this sense and realize that my Creator doesn't want it. How do you know? Have you met him? No. From the sense he gave me, I experienced it. He gave me this sense. Right? So that is how the creation is set. The universe is set. Whatever we choose, the result is in it. That is the Creator's, if you like, plan. So that's why he says, if you criticize the goodness in the creation, you will be given sadness. If you are happy and confirm the goodness in creation, you will be given the good end for you. I will create it. It means it is how the universe is organized. Right?
Just wanted to clarify something. So you said that in order to know the Creator, I first have to know myself, meaning that, like you mentioned, I'm a created being, and then, so you mean in that context, knowing that I cannot create anything, I'm not independent,
yeah,
and I'm a needy person,
yeah,
in that context. So that's what I need to know about myself.
Okay, so you have to study yourself first. Who are you?
In that regards.
Of course, it's the first to start with.
Like I'm powerless.
Because you are given the ability to question. Yeah, question your own existence. Don't you ask yourself, why do I exist? If you pass one day without asking this question, this day is gone. Why do I exist? Never forget that. Every morning, as put at the back of the door, as you are leaving the door, your apartment or your room, whatever, when you pull the door, you will see, why do I exist? Really, why do I exist? Then you will understand that there are enormous and endless purposes in your existence. What is the problem of the community? Not only Muslims or not religious people. Problem of the community in general is nothing to do with, I will say a big word, and the people may not be happy with me. I don't care, but I am happy with it because I see the consistency in it. Not the problem of, not taking a religion or regarding the religious duties, etc. No. These are the results. These are the results. The problem, we don't think of our existence. We don't think that we really exist. The main problem, G, main problem, we don't value existence. If you don't value existence, how can you value the creator of existence? It is a fake claim. So, existence of all human qualities need to be questioned, taken seriously. Every day ask, why do I exist? Why we are combing your hair? Why does my hair exist? Huh? Whether for the boys or trimming your beard or shaving, why do they exist? Well, because we don't question it. But we question everything, whether this is really haram, or this is really halal, or is it bid'ah, or this, we are lost in there. We don't take notes of our existence. This is a funny thing going on. Not only in the Muslim community. We have to start everything from there. If you say, I believe in whatever you say, it must come from the starting point of existence. Yeah, I believe in the existence of hereafter, okay, that hereafter exists. If you don't question your existence here, no way for anybody to believe in the existence of hereafter. You are not aware of the existence in which you are living. How can you be aware of the existence which will take place somewhere else? It is a just imagination, living in an imaginary world and labeling it as belief or faith. It is not faith, it is just really culture. So we have to start from the base for everything. I can claim for everything. Why do you pray? If you don't explain why you pray, starting from the reality of your existence, you cannot really come up with a solid, convincing answer. But you can come up with an imitation. That's why we have to train ourselves in this way. Okay? One more verse, inshallah. Let's read this one. I would like to read.
In English?
And in first original, yeah, it's original Arabic. Then English. English you. Original Arabic? Okay. Somebody wants to read from that.
Please.
Okay.
إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون.
Now, look at this. Many things are going on here. Now, look at the translation, and we are not going to go into the details of the vocabulary, but we will get the framework of the message and analyze the message and see in our practical life. That is what we do usually in our discussions. Okay, Jean?
Those who say, "Our Lord is God," then continue in the right way. The angels keep coming upon them, saying, "Fear not, nor be grieved, and receive good news of the paradise which you were promised."
So, do you see the relationship now? If we acknowledge that my Lord is God, we discussed this before. What does, oh, my Lord is God? Lord, the one who maintains me, takes care of me, the one who sustains me is God. In this context, what does God mean? In this context, God, what do you mean by when you say, my Lord, my sustainer, the one who takes care of me is God? What does it mean? God. Say? The creator, creating what? That's correct. What?
The one who created everything.
Ah, yeah. Yeah. The creator of the whole universe. not only you. Yeah, you didn't mean that. It's all. Just I'm emphasizing on it. The creator of the whole universe. So who sustains me? Do you see this relationship? For example, who made me able to hear? Not this one. The sustainer of my power of hearing is, who can be? The creator of everything. So what is the trick there? Let me see how the ear is working. Yeah, we don't see the relationship between the functioning of the ear with the rest of the whole universe. If there was no atmosphere, if the air molecules were not as they were, yeah, if the solar system was not as it is, you wouldn't be able to hear. So we have to say, always see it in the universal dimension. So whatever you have, even one cell in your body, who is feeding it? Don't look at immediately next to things next to it. Think about it, you will understand that the one who created the universe is taking care of this cell. We have to see, it's a beautiful language, Rabbun Allah. It means a person who sees every single being in terms of the universal dimension. Do you understand? When we say God, God is the one who gave existence to the universe. That this language seems to be simple. Our Lord is God. The Quran repeats it a lot. If you read the Torah, you will find hundreds of them. Yeah, Lord, the creator of the universe, Lord, God, the Lord is the God, the creator of the heavens and earth. In the Old Testament, those who are familiar with the Old Testament, there are many of them, but it is so beautiful. What it does, this structure of the phrase connects every single thing to its universal relationship. Nothing can exist in this world without being within the connection of the whole universe. That's what we have to understand. It is not a presumption, accepted or blindly accepted. Study the universe, you will understand. Whatever you are studying, pay attention to biology, chemistry, physics, whatever. You will be very careful. If the author of the person who presents this subject doesn't want to acknowledge the creator of the universe, it cuts off the relationship. It studies the subject within its limited area. It's the next to it. Because of this, it's happening. Yeah, because of this, cell splits or reproduces itself. Doesn't see the event within the context of the whole universe. And all this Old Testament, it is not very much mentioned in the New Testament, but there's a problem somewhere there. But in the Quran and Old Testament, emphasizes on this. Lord is God, the creator of the heavens and earth. On every occasion, every prophetic narration you read in the Old Testament, they remind the children of Israel, look, children of Israel is everybody. Yeah, human beings, human race, to my understanding. So they remind the human race saying, your Lord, it means the one who is maintaining you, maintaining your hand, your finger, your cell, your air, whatever, your hair, whatever. is the one who is the creator of the heavens and earth. It means universe. It is a very, very fundamental expression, and it is to be found in the Old Testament. It means the able narration as the revelation from God that claims to have been revealed by God. It is there. So we know that God is teaching humanity with this concept for millenniums and millenniums. Yeah. So we have to pay attention to the importance of this phrase. So if someone is aware, says means not only verbally say. No, you are not a parent. Not verbally say. With aware, it concludes. When you read the Quran, when we have to be very careful. This phrase, "Qala, qalu, qul," he said, they say, they are saying, say this. All means not verbal statement. It is the end. At the end, it is the verbal statement. It will become in the verbal form, but it means you have to come to this conclusion and state that is my conclusion. It means that is my conclusion. Yeah, when as it says in the Ladina qalu Rabbuna Allah. So those people who said, it means those people who concluded and stated what they have concluded. Yep.
So how does one come to the conclusion of angels through like observing the universe?
Just a minute, we are here. Okay, we'll come there. We will come there. So we are now, our Lord is God. It's a very important phrase. So I wanted to emphasize on it. If someone concludes this, it is inevitable not to conclude, but it means become aware of it and confirm it. Be brave to confirm it. So if someone confirms it, has a right attitude, doesn't contradict the reality he or she experiences in this world, then continue in the right way. It means you are keep straight. What does it mean? The translation is not bad, not good, but really it means
be consistent.
You conclude. Sorry.
Be consistent.
Yeah, in your conclusion, in your life. Be consistent in your. Thank you. No, I thought you were not taking notes, but you are noticing. Oh, good.
We're noticing.
Yeah, you are noticing something. We were joking with him before. Said, you don't take notes, you don't really follow. So, but he was following. Okay, not everybody who is not taking notes doesn't follow.
But that's always the problem.
Yeah.
This consistency. It's easy. It's not easy, but it's possible to conclude that on many different occasions. It's this consistency that is very hard.
Istiqamah. That's why we keep saying, please God, yeah, ihdina siratal mustaqim. What we understand, please God, guide us to the siratal mustaqim. What we usually understand siratal mustaqim means keeping 5 times prayer and fasting and this kind of thing. No. Siratal mustaqim, I concluded, I'm convinced that the universe has been created by a conscious will, by a conscious one, and I am his product, and live according to this conclusion. Never forget that. If someone says that you are bad or you are good, you say, none of my business. How I am created, I am happy with my creator. So don't get angry, because fastaqim. Yeah? Mustaqamu is fastaqim. So you pray that, please God, keep me in the path that I decided to be consistent there.
You also taught us, you spoke a lot about the fact that when you pray, what you do is that you're actually following the order, and it's in it.
Of course.
So you do something so that you will keep on, which is what, in your opinion, to remind yourself because it's just
it
always.
It reminds you. But in fact, if you are consistent, and because of the consistency, you go back to your practical life and say, I'm praying now, it means I am just going to declare what I have already concluded. Right? And then this event will turn into a reminder for you. But if you do this event without being aware of what you are doing, it doesn't function as a reminder. Just boosts your pride. That I'm doing my religious duties, or I'm done, I'm good, and I'm not going to be punished. I'm sure those people who don't do it, let them think about their future. I'm fine. That is a very important missing point in our life. So we have to form whatever we do in the form of rituals as a result of our consciousness, to express our consciousness, whatever we have concluded consciously, then they will function back as a reminder. Otherwise, they don't. Yeah, unfortunately. It doesn't mean that we shouldn't. No, we should turn all our rituals into a real reminders. So I have to always remember, you know what was written on your door before you leave your room? Why do you exist? Do you exist to go to office and stay there for 8 hours and come back and get the money and buy whatever you want and die at the end? Can it be the purpose of your existence? You don't have to be that qualified to live in this world. Just go and you have an acre land and cultivate it. It is more than enough what you need. And you don't have to be a good farmer to do that. You don't have to get any education. You don't have to bother about anything, because your human qualities are endless. You cannot reduce it to just cultivating one land only. No, it is a waste of huge treasure. Yep. You get it. Yeah.
I guess it is challenging to be confirming while an event is happening. Like, so for me right now, as soon as the event happens, then usually the confirmation comes in. But we should be confirming while.
So in order to be confirming while you are confronting with it that you are not happy with, you have to train yourself. If you want to become a very good swimmer and join the Olympic Games, you have to work. So those people who get the gold medal or silver medal, whatever, do you think how much they work? Yeah. Have you wondered their private life? They train themselves every day at least 8 hours, just to get the medal. Yeah, medal. And because he's a good swimmer. No, and then what happens? They die and everything is forgotten. So do you think this life is just to get the medal and die? Yeah, they work for it, rightly so. I appreciate their consistency. There is a one who plays, I don't know, flute or very loud actually. It's a kind of flute, but very loud. They may have saxophone or something like that. Say it again.
Clarinet.
Clarinet. Clarinet. Okay. Excuse my beautiful language. So, okay, clarinet. Clarinet or net? Clarinet. Okay, clarinet. People get angry with him because in the apartment complex, it starts from at 9 o'clock until 5. Noise. I don't get angry with him. I feel ashamed of myself. Believe me, I say, I am not as consistent as this man is to play the clarinet. I am not as consistent this man is about my eternal life. Not only going to be, for example, he's going to perform 20 performance at the stage, and then he will die and finish. I'm not saying he's doing something wrong. No, I am ashamed of myself. Okay.
I think this just makes me say this, that's why it's so important to constantly renew your intentions for things.
Sorry?
Your intentions.
What is
Nia.
intention? It is a very problematic word, sister. Be careful.
Okay.
So intention means everybody has good intention.
No, that's not what I mean.
Oh,
I'm
so-
not saying everyone's intentions. I'm saying it's about purifying why you're doing it. Like the reason.
What, sister? Be careful. I will interrupt you, but you should not mind. Okay? Be careful. Be patient with me. Purifying yourself. What does it mean? These are good rhetoric, but I don't know what they mean.
That's why I'm explaining. I don't mean to. I hope I didn't sound rude, but that's what I'm trying to
No. Carry on.
Right. So the meaning to constantly remind ourselves why we're doing that thing. So
how
basically
can you
going
remind?
back- go ahead.
Let me interrupt. How can you remind yourself why you are doing certain thing?
to ask myself why I exist, and unless when I was out.
Yeah, go back.
Right.
Go back. Yeah.
That's what-
Good.
Okay.
Carry on. Carry on.
It's okay. I'm done.
Yeah. So what we have to do, my fear is this. Most of the time, I'm not telling anything to you personally. Most of the time, we hide ourselves behind certain concepts that we don't really question what they mean. I'm not saying you didn't. No, that's why you are here. But usually when we use this, purify your intention.
I think what happened is you interrupted me, so you didn't get my.
Of course.
I think that was because you have this preconceived situation where other people have misunderstood what purifying their intentions were. So you didn't allow me to fully express my thought,
Of
which
course.
was, I believe,
I
was
didn't.
more
Yeah,
than-
I know that.
Yes.
Carry on. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Carry on. I'm not blaming you.
No,
I am
don't
taking the
believe that.
advantage of your speech
Yeah.
to emphasize the importance of this kind of language. Yeah? So don't hide yourself. I'm not saying to you, don't hide yourself. Certain vocabulary that is very commonly used among the community, they don't know what they mean. One of them is intention. I've never seen anybody in the world, the most pious person, the most atheist one, saying that my intention is bad. For example, this word is very problematic and abused. So I never use that. I say consciousness, for example. I say awareness, not contradicting your reality. Try to understand what your reality is. Come back to your own existence and start from building up your understanding from existence, not from your cultural background. So saying that we are Muslims, so we believe in God means nothing. Do you understand that? We are Muslims, we believe in the hereafter. What does it mean? But I believe in the hereafter, in hereafter because I am a Muslim. It doesn't make me Muslim because I don't know why I am a Muslim. Do you understand? This kind of vocabulary needs to be always checked.
Regulated, but yes.
Okay, so the language in this class, the language is to be always checked. No, how do you say, borrowed language is valid. I'm not saying you did, no. I'm using your language as an excuse to emphasize the importance of this kind of language. So we don't speak as religious people.
But just because something is misused or even abused or misused doesn't mean that it's the wrong thing. I think if you correct the understanding of it, I mean, I don't think that it's necessarily the wrong word. If we look at what the word actually means, just because it's misused doesn't mean that it's the wrong word. I think it just needs to be the proper understanding of that word needs to be, reinstated or, like.
I agree with you 100%. Maybe that's it, 1000%. Why? That is why if a word is worn out, its real meaning, we have to be very careful while we are using it. For myself, not for you, for myself. So since it is misused, it doesn't mean that this word is wrong. It means that I shouldn't use the word as it is understood in the common sense. I have to explain it. Otherwise, I shouldn't use it. Yeah?
I felt like I was explaining it. You cut me off. You didn't let me finish.
I'm not saying anything against you.
No, I know it's
You're
not.
my
I'm not
sister.
taking it personally. I'm just saying, like.
Yeah? I didn't say you did something wrong.
Yes.
You made something wrong. Or you made a mistake. No, don't take it personally.
No, I'm not taking it personal because I have like this, I can't even remember what I was going to say because you stopped me. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I do. Because my purpose is here to take the word from your mouth and explain why we don't use this word. That's an opportunity for me. I don't miss that opportunity. Okay, don't misunderstand. I'm sorry if I really caused you feeling or negative feeling.
I think my problem right now, what I'm feeling is I feel like I may have been going somewhere that you could have helped me in, but now I don't remember that.
Okay, okay.
Right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, sorry. But please be patient with me because when I do something, I do it for a purpose, not for you at all, for all of us. Yes.
I was just going to recap on that, and as a receiver of both this class and of your comments, by the interrupted, through the interrupted comments is really a teaching for you to help teach others, because the true reality is that the majority of us are indoctrinated with terms like, oh, we need to purify our intentions. It's the same thing as saying we need to get to the poor. Nowadays, it's just a very common use. So through that interruption, not only do we see the need to look into meaning of these terms, but it also helps you, through that teaching point, be a teacher when speaking amongst the majority, because the majority of the people aren't really conscious like the minority.
Okay. So let's go. Those who are who have consciously concluded that the one who maintains and sustains my existence, that the existence of existence, is the one who sustains the existence of the whole universe, and be consistent in his life. What will happen to them? The angels keep coming upon them. Now, you see the result? I will be aware that my sustainer is the creator of the whole universe, and he sustains everything. When I am consistent on it, as long as I am consistent on it, the angels will come upon me. What does it mean? What does angel mean for you? Reminds you.
What does, I don't understand why it says Tatanazal. Like,
yeah,
and that's a very common thing to say when mentioning angels.
Everything is Tatanazal.
But why? Like, I just don't understand.
Don't you see that the universe is coming into existence?
Yes.
Don't you see that? If you don't see that universe is coming into existence continuously, it means it is coming from the absolute creator into this form, Yeah. Then you are imagining that the angels, some, I don't know, UFO or something coming down from the heavens. The universe itself is a tenazzul. It means the absolute being is disdaining to you in the form of this universe by creating it, so that you will be able to, for example, a person has some idea, so he writes an email to you. It is a tenazzul from him. It is coming down. It is a descension to you, descending to your level, so that you will understand. For example, our classical example, I don't know, an artist makes a beautiful, for example, a calligrapher, a perfect calligrapher, writes and calligraphy and sends to you. His art, ability of art, has descended to your observation. Otherwise, it will be in his mind or in his ability. So it is created. The creation is with the word, which is very commonly used, this word in the Quran, tanazzul. Quran is a tanazzul. The absolute knowledge is speaking to you at your level, so that you will understand. Tanazzul, right? Coming down, descending. So angels is the, as we say, angels is the aspect of the creation which looks to the creator and receives the command of the creator and transforms the universe into as we see. So they come to you. It means you will be exposed to the angelic side of the creation. So you will be absolutely happy, because you will see that it is from my Lord. And you see, when you receive a present, let's say, one person, a present from one person, how happy you will be. A person offers you one cookie, for example. You feel happy, because can you imagine through your consciousness, awareness of the reality of this world, you understand that everything is given to you as a present from the creator of the universe. Oh God, you say, I'm so precious. Why? I say, as a joke, you know, God loves me. Why? He gave me this universe as a present. Not one cookie, man. It's a universe for me. So, but that needs what? That needs what? Acknowledgement of your Lord, and Lord is being the owner of the whole universe, and being constant in this understanding. You are in the presence of where? Angelic side of the universe, which means everything is pointing to their creator, reminding you, whatever you see, a bird is flying there, it is a present from my God. Yeah, the air is like this, it is a present from my God. Yeah, whatever, your body is a present from your creator. Your feelings are present from your creator. What do you feel that? You are in the presence of the creator. He is treating you so well that the universe is your property now. It's given to you. If you don't see it, what the point is in this verse, why I have chosen this verse. There are many. The Quran is full of this. Because we don't know that the Quran is fundamentally teaching divine determinism is our subject. It's taking so long. So everything is there. When you look at this verse, you understand that if only if I recognize that my Lord is God, the Creator, And if I am consistent in this recognition, I will be in the presence of angels. Look, who has set this universe like this? The one, the universe, put this universe within this order. This is his decision. This is his creation, but I am taking my own position. That's why khayrihi, let's say not in Arabic, whatever is good from him, whatever is bad from him, because he created the universe in a way that if you have a negative attitude, you will be dealing with, if you like, Satan. If you have a positive attitude, you will be entertained by angels. But you see what is my part, what is God's part. You understand the relationship between human free will and God's determining. You see why this verse is really explaining the essence of divine determining? The essence. These words are not only two. I mean, there is no need to speak in a challenging way. I can find 1,000 of them. That's why I keep saying that we have to train ourselves how to read the Quran. So we say, oh, if I do something, the angels will come to me and expect something, flying and coming to you. Not, hey, God told me that he's happy with you, something like that. This is imagination. I think there are many questions. We will end this oration. No?
So what do you mean by the angelic side of the universe? I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah. Everything makes you happy in your existence in relation to the one who gave you your existence. So you will feel, for example, you find a piece of paper. All right? Are you married?
No.
No, okay. Say it loudly. Someone may hear. So you find a paper in your door or threshold of your apartment and says, I love you. And you don't have any meaning. You don't know where it is coming from, who sent it, who wrote it. Maybe just somebody dropped it, right? And you receive a call and said, have you found the paper in front of your door? Is it? Yeah. And then it was me. As soon as you realize the sender, aiming with the purpose that he is sending it to you, then with happiness, you start calling your mother and say, Assalamu alaikum, mother, how are you? Yeah. So what is wrong? What is going on? I received the paper today. Everything changed. That is angelic side of the paper. But it depends on your recognition where the paper is coming from. If you don't acknowledge it, if you say it's accidentally happen to be here, that's what the modern science says. The universe, everything in the universe accidentally happened to be here. It means nothing for you. You don't really experience the angelic side of existence. So you say, I have to struggle, life is very hard. You have to work hard. Okay.
So the angelic side of an object doesn't always make you happy.
But you're acknowledging. It is there.
Acknowledgement.
Your acknowledgement. That's why when you have a positive attitude, when you are consistent in your recognition of the Creator, as soon as you take this attitude, angels start treating you. What it means, you start seeing the really God's purpose in the creation. As far as I'm concerned, you see that I belong to the Creator of this universe. Like those people who have their ID cards here, You know, they have they work in the very famous company. They put the ID card around here. They don't hide it, like me. Yeah. Why? Because I work for this company. It means I belong to this company. Right? They are happy. Can you imagine having an ID card here? I belong to the creator of this universe. My company, my boss is the creator of this universe. No worry for your life.
How do we reconcile what you say, having a positive attitude with the universe, with the need to change our environment? For example, being angry is sometimes a call for action. We see something which we perceive as wrong, so it drives us to change it, to act. But if you always have a positive attitude,
that's a positive attitude. You know, if someone steps on my feet, if I pull it, do you think it's a negative attitude? It's a positive attitude. But there are two ways. That's a very good question. You know, it's a very practical, that I like this practical question, because belief is to be practiced. Belief is not ideal. Belief, by the way, belief is not an ideology. Belief is your reality. So when you react, something is going on wrong. Okay? Something is going on wrong. So when you react, just a minute. Yeah, don't distract. So something is going on wrong. And you have a sense to repel. Yeah? To respond back to it in a negative way. You repel it. There are two ways of doing this. One is, I don't like this to happen. I'm going to stop it. The other one is, the sense which doesn't like this, repels it, belongs to my creator. My creator doesn't like it. I am going to use this sense in the name of its real owner, and I'm not going to let my egoistic desires interfere into it. So I will act in the name of God, react. If something is wrong, correct it. But don't correct it in your name, so you become a member of Al-Qaeda. Yeah, if you do it in your name, you are correcting people. But if you do it in the name of God, as corrects you, you will correct them. You will be thankful to your God. While you are doing it, it's a negative attitude. It's not a negative attitude. It's a positive attitude. When it is cold outside, when you are going out of your apartment, to wear something is the negative attitude. It's a positive attitude. It's a confirmation of your reality, obeying the message that you receive from your creator. Your creator says, I'm going to create cold, take your coat with you. You say, yes, I'm going to do it. Thank you for reminding me. It is feeling cold is a message from your creator. Why do you call it as a negative attitude? Because we call it as a repelling? Yeah, repelling, sorry. Compelling? Repelling, okay. It's repelling, we call it as a negative attitude. It's not a negative attitude because we do it. But don't misunderstand. Because we do it in our name. We react. We think we react. We don't react. We, in the negative sense, we use or practice the sense given to us by our creator. We are our creator when I do something. First, yeah.
I appreciate all of that. I'm just curious as to when do you determine when it's not your ego speaking versus that there's genuine, it's something genuine.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I guess.
What is your duty, not personal? What is our duty? To be aware that all my existence, including my senses, do not belong to me. I cannot control it. Because they are given to me, As the days pass, they change. You cannot stop. You cannot stop changing. That is the most essential thing. What I love this universe, although it is transient, I love it is being transient. That's how I understand that I don't own them. I don't have to determine whether I'm doing it in my name or in God's name. I have to determine that I have to acknowledge all these senses are given to me by the creator of the universe. So I have to concentrate on my consciousness of my conclusion. The first word, my Lord. Lord means the owner, the sustainer of this sense is God, not me. Be consistent on this point. So try to evaluate yourself. You can't. I can't. You can't. No one can. Don't try to judge about yourself. This is also another point. We all keep talking about judging about other people. Don't be judgmental. Don't judge other people. But we forget that we shouldn't be judgmental to ourselves as well. It is not our duty. It's the judge is God. No one else is judge. It is his duty. Leave it to him. Mind your business. Your business is, my business, your business is to know that this sense is given to you. To be aware of it. Be consistent about it. Right? Don't be judgmental towards yourself either. Not others, to yourself. Just mind your own business. Yep.
So your first responsibility is to have this awareness, right? And for that awareness, color every action that you take. And you were saying if you practice a ritual with this belief, then that ritual will reconfirm what you believe.
Will function as a reminder for you. Yeah.
But if every action that you take only can confirm your belief if you already believe, what is the action that you can take to acquire the belief?
So what it is the problem again, like I interrupt the sister when she said intention, but I will interrupt you as well. What do you mean by belief then?
What is the action that one can take to make the conscious assertion, declaration, Lord is God? Because if you do not act with that belief, then every practice that you have is not deriving from that belief. But if belief is action, and that is the way that one practices something, and it's how we operate in this universe, how do you acquire the belief if not through some kind of an action?
So first, you take your own initiation first. You have to decide about the existence. But this existence is continuously changing. Every moment we are encountering another type of creation. Creation is not static, right? So every moment you have to confirm back. That needs a consistent consciousness. Belief does not happen once.
So every moment is a new opportunity to react.
Why don't you come here and speak? Yeah, every moment is a new opportunity to decide what is going on. It means belief never happens at once. Yesterday you believed that you confirmed that yesterday's universe is created by the one who is absolute. How about today? Because you are giving another day. I am giving another day. I am giving another opportunity. That's why belief, if we define belief with another context, within another context, consistency and keeping our awareness consistently. So I have to say, for example, when I eat my breakfast, it's lovely, everything smells nice. In the morning, you grill the bread. I love the smell of the bread when it's grilled. So that's why I don't do it. I eat it without any non-stop. So I don't say, okay, no, really. So it is lovely. Yeah, it is very, very good. What do you say? this is a present from my Creator. It doesn't happen by itself. So, lunchtime, you get hungry. Why? Why do you think the universe has been established in this form? You keep getting hungry. You eat and again hungry. Eat and again hungry. Why? Continuous reminder. You are being sustained.
You basically staying in the remembrance of your Creator constantly, which will keep you in remembrance of staying on the right path.
Yeah.
Basically, if you know why you're doing what you're doing, it's for your Creator, and you stay cautiously.
So can we now say that because the universe is subject to continuous change is beautiful? So are you happy with it? So as a result of this continuous change, you are getting old. Are you happy with it? You should. As a result of getting old, you are going to die. Are you happy with it? Yeah, continuous awareness. When we die, that's what in the prophetic narrations, the last minute, you know, the last moment in your life is very important. It means how do you end up? Because you say, oh, I'm happy with God today. I'm happy with God today, again, the second day. And the third day, you say, what's going on here? Something is wrong. I don't like it. Yeah? It means you throw everything before what you did. That means very important. Keep the consistency. Consistency. As the time of death comes, you say, this is a creation from my Lord, who is the creator of the universe. He is taking care of me. Don't say, I'm losing my life. You're not losing your life. Life is given to you by the one who owns this universe, and he still owns the universe. Your grandparents died. Do you think the owner of the universe died? No, it's still he's keeping the universe existing. It means he's eternal, he's absolute. So I am taken care of. Can you say that when I am a baby, all the mother and the father and mother's mother, father's mother, all of them take care of you? They are employed by your Creator. The same Creator is taking you away from this world. It's beautiful.
It seems a bit unfair, though, that if you were to end up in a state which for one reason or another not as strong as yesterday's state, that everything before would be, that you have confirmed and worked for or whatever, it just be thrown. Like I understand that you don't. I would like to know why, since you mentioned it, why is this very last state, even though it's one of the states?
Keep not the last moment. It means be consistent. You don't know last moment, do you? No. So it means be consistent. فاستقم.
Oh, okay. And
yeah, but if we understand that I will live as I want and as I want, at the last moment I say, La ilaha illallah, paradise. Are you gambling or is it just cheating yourself? Last moment means, yeah, khatam. You are the stamp. You write all the contract. At the end, if you don't sign it, it means nothing. You have to sign it. That is khatam, is stamp. You're putting the stamp. It means your life will be continuously in this way, so it will end up in this way. It means consistency. Not last moment, not last day. So that's the reason why it is misunderstood. So I will use my free. You want to.
I just want to ask, when you are old, if you are sick and weak or tired, is it, if you say, I want to die, I am ready to die, is that in synchrony with your natural course and death coming, or is that not appreciating your your days.
So if we train ourselves, always that we are in the presence of God, yeah, that is taken for granted language, but I'm using it. I'm in the presence of God now. So if as I get older, I realize that I don't really own myself. I cannot own my senses. I cannot own my mind and my memory. I cannot really control my emotions. It means I am nothing by myself. It is the most blessing, if you like. God gave us the opportunity to get old, to acknowledge deep down. It is difficult to say, you know, everything is from God. I cannot do anything, but you do the job. Oh, you know, I am doing it. You keep forgetting. But when you are old, there's no way to forget. It is with you. That is your reality. That is the purpose of existence, to know that you don't own yourself. You are owned by the one who created you. So you are physically, materially given the opportunity to live by your very belief. No way that you can escape from.
So when you know that, how much should you fight that? You know,
Fight?
With
Okay.
medicines, with
course.
drugs, hospital,
Yep.
money.
Yep. You have to do it because that's your part. Creation is his part. Asking what you want to be created is your part. So you ask. In your youth as well, now as well. What we are doing, what we are learning here in this section, it's very long section, the divine determining. I have to do whatever God gave me to do. For example, God gave me to prolong my life, to have a healthy life. These feelings are given to me to be exercised by me, right? They are given to me.
We should want to live as long as we can, no matter the cost.
Of course.
No matter how much money, how many resources
Of
we're
course.
taking from other people.
Why not? I mean, don't say other people. I'm not going to rob a bank because I want to live. So, but whatever the opportunities are given to me, I have to use it. Yeah, I have to use it. That is my part. The conclusion will be created by the creator. So I will know that this order of the universe has been set by my creator. My part is given to me. I am free to use my part, and I have to use it because he gave me the freedom to use it. So I have to strive my best to survive, but at the same time, I have to be happy with the order, the creator of the order that gives me illness, gives me old age, and gives me death. I am happy with whatever he gives me. I am happy with the free choice or power of choice he has given to me as well. I have to use it. So don't extend that I have to ask other people to give. No, that's not that. This is not our subject. Our subject is we have to use our free will because it is a gift from my creator, and we have to be happy whatever he creates for me because I know that in his creation everything is wise. Right? So I have to be consistent. I cannot criticize the creator of the universe. You look at the order. Shall we go further? I think people are getting impatient. I feel the eyes and people are getting... Okay. So angels keep coming upon them as a result of my perception or usage of my free choice. Right? And fear not. Of course, why should I fear? Nor be grieved and receive good news of the paradise. The one who gives you this beautiful universe and makes you happy and entertain his creation. He created the universe and left it to us to use it. if you know that the source of the existence of this universe is eternal, is absolute, do you have any fear, any worry? What will happen to me tomorrow? What will happen to me after I die? He is the one who gives us death, is the one, the owner of this universe. That is how you feel paradise. You don't feel, and you have no fear. That's why لا تحزنوا وابشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون. Also this paradise which you were promised. Who promises paradise? Don't say in the Quran Allah promises. That is something else. That is a verbal promise. How about action-wise promise?
Sense that I have the one thing, eternity and happiness, and which
in the creation of the universe, you see that what is happening in the universe is just the Creator is manifesting His generosity, His compassion, His mercy, His wisdom to you. Right? So you start feeling the paradise there. You start having hope from your Creator. This Creator never leaves me alone, never mistreats me, never makes me disappointed, never. So that is the smell of paradise. That is the promise of paradise. Oh, the prophets come with the news with paradise. Okay, that's why I confirm the message of the prophets. Because what they say is, what is the word? Compatible with my creation, with my reality, inconsistent with my reality. That's why I confirm that. I don't believe in paradise because Prophet Muhammad brought the news. I confirm the news the Prophet Muhammad brought to me because of my reality. That's how we should turn. We shouldn't imitate the source, or we shouldn't imitate the scripture. We have to confirm the scripture as a result of our own experience. That's what we are doing here. That's why we don't really use the scripture as our point of reference, but we use the scripture so that we say, oh, that's what this verse is saying is correct. Do you confirm this verse now? Do you confirm the news here? Are you happy with the news? Do you feel that as a result of my own life experience, this verse is, how do you say? Compatible, confirming each other, right? So this verse is saying something true. I confirm it. They say this message is from somebody and I am somebody. What did they say? Confirm it, or they say something else. I approve it. Yeah, I approve that. I don't imitate it. I approve it. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم آخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. الفاتحة.